Oh my gosh, we need to gut this, we need to change the cabinets completely. They look so old. The laminate countertop, I need marble, I need quartz, I need something expensive. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about what the qualities are of a good first home to buy. Now, if you've got tons of money, millions of dollars in the bank account, and you don't need to think about making a smart financial choice and you just want to live in lavish luxury, then maybe this video isn't for you. But I realize that's not really the case for most people, myself included. Today I'm going to go over the tips to find the perfect house that as soon as you buy it, your net worth increases instead of going down. Now, the easiest thing to see in a property is when you walk into it, does it feel like it's new? Does it feel like it's fresh? Because if it does, then it's probably not the best property for you to buy. The best thing to do is to be scanning for properties that seem dated or seem like they haven't been updated in 30, 40, 50 years. That's the place where you can actually get some value. When a home's on the market, you're competing with all the other people who could potentially want to buy that home. So most of these home buyers that are coming in here, maybe they have a young family, maybe they're just buying their first home and they really want it to be perfect. They want to move into this place that they're going to be so happy, their forever home. So when they come across a home that might be a little more dated, then what do you think they think? I can't see myself living here. I need an ensuite bathroom. I need this, I need that. But if you can be the one who sees past the outdated finishes, then you can actually get the property for below market value. Now, a prospective home buyer might walk into a place like this and say, oh, no way could I live with floors like this. I need to have hardwood all throughout the house. Next home, we're not even gonna really look at this one. Look at this kind of flooring. While it might have been in style at one point, the pink and the green mixed together and it being carpet, nowadays people are gonna want that kind of hardwood look. But what most people don't realize is you don't need to spend $9, $10, $12 a square foot doing your flooring anymore. There's something called luxury vinyl plank, and it can be as cheap as $2 per square foot. You could do this whole place for $3,000, and it has such a nice, clean look. And most people, they think it's hardwood. When you look at a bathroom, you want to take a look at, again, the paint color. If it's a little dated, then that's something you can easily change and increase the value of the home. Also, take a look at this. It comes across as a little bit older, but in reality, you can swap out this vanity for under $200, change the faucet, make it a nice modern finish, and automatically it's gonna change the impression of home buyers. Check out this older floral style tile on the wall. Now, it's not too bad, but I think that the flowers kind of give away that it's a little bit dated. Now, you can hire somebody to come in here and re-glaze tile for under $500. Instantly, again, increasing the modern look to the home. You should also be keeping your eyes out for a property that has a dated kitchen. Take a look at this. Now, most people would say, oh my gosh, we need to gut this, we need to change the cabinets completely. They look so old. The laminate countertop, I need marble, I need quartz, I need something expensive. You can easily paint cabinets to whatever color you want. If you paint this to a nice fresh white or a gray, it's gonna look a lot more modern. And then you change out these fixtures, put maybe like a brushed nickel or some sort of matte black finish, and automatically it brings it to this modern look. So you don't need to buy it while it's looking modern, but you can realize that you can just update it like that. Also, so take a look at this light fixture. This is another thing that says to me, this house is a little bit older. So that means that prospective buyers, they come through, this is an old house, maybe I don't want it. So another thing that you can find in a single family home like this that can instantly increase the value if you know what to do with it is a separate entrance. By having a separate entrance that leads down to the basement, it opens up huge possibilities for the property in the future. I always talk about how I think it's smart to house hack for your first home, and having this separate entrance means that there's a possibility that you could rent out the basement to a tenant. Hey, with the numbers some people are seeing on Airbnb, you could actually rent out this kind of basement and pay for your entire mortgage. I think that's pretty incredible. You'll notice as we come down here, the ceilings are a little low. If you wanted to make this into a legal secondary suite, you'd have to kind of raise the ceilings up a little bit, but there is a little bit of room here to do that, so there's potential in this property. We've got a laundry room down here, and it's taking up a big amount of space. Now, nowadays, you can buy a stackable laundry machine. You could put that in one corner, and then you could actually finish this room as the kitchen. Now, the beautiful thing is all the plumbing is already routed in, so it's gonna cost a lot less than if you were to build a kitchen on the other side of the property. So the fact that we have a lot of space here is a good thing for this particular property. When you're checking out the basement, you want to check for any signs of flooding, any signs of maybe the foundation shifting. These are things that cost a lot of money and wouldn't be worth it to fix up to live in this home. And as a bonus, we even have a little toilet roughed in here too. In the basement, we've even got a bedroom that's already finished in here. So if you take a look, again, it's pretty dated. It would be a toss-up whether you just tear it down and build a new one, or if you could maybe update the fixtures in here to make it a full bedroom. It's a little dark here, but you also want to take a look at the furnace and the hot water heater. If these things are brand new, which in this case, it looks like, yeah, that's a pretty new furnace, then that's a huge saving, because when a new home buyer comes in to take a look at the home, they're not going to really check out the furnace too carefully. So it's the cosmetic stuff that increases the value. So if you can get something that has good bones like this and the cosmetics aren't as good, then the property is going to be priced at such a discount that you can make so much money on buying a house like this. So you could actually close this off and make a hallway in here to this space. Now this space has the potential to be converted into a second unit. Now we have to check, of course, to make sure that the venting is high enough so that we can get clearance to have the proper ceiling height that you need for a second unit in your basement. But once you check on all of those things, this could have a lot of potential. We've got another full room here in the basement. It looks like a living room. This could be great for potential tenants. They've got some room to live on top of the one bedroom we've seen and the second bedroom that we've seen. You'll also want to check out some more of the bones of the house, and that's the electrical. Most modern homes will have something like this, a 200 amp service. Some older homes will have a 100 amp service, and that's okay. It's just another upgrade that you're going to have to factor in to the purchase price. You also want to make sure that the home doesn't have knob and tube wiring. It can get so expensive to upgrade to the modern fixtures and the modern wiring that we use today. Plus, if you have knob and tube wiring and you don't do anything about it, it can be a lot harder to get insurance. But this looks pretty good. So you can see how this is adding up. We've got good bones, we've got a decent furnace, decent electrical, and we've got some cosmetics that are really lacking. So that's the formula to getting a property that has some serious value in it. So the whole point of this is to talk about how you can make a smart decision on your first home purchase. Now, a home like this in Whitby, it typically goes for around $500,000. But because of the datedness of this property, I think you could probably pick it up for around $425,000 if you negotiate it right. So that gives you automatically $75,000 of equity in the deal. So if you decide to do those renovations, you can definitely get away with doing them for less than $75,000. Because we have the added bonus of the potential for a secondary suite or a basement unit, now if you were to go through with that renovation, that could bump up the value of this property by $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 on top of that. So you can sort of start to see where I'm going. If you buy a property that's a little bit dated, that you can put a little bit of work into, you can get a great deal on a property, and then you can spend a little bit of money to bring it up to those standards, and then you've got this amount of money baked into your equity now because you've done the work to upgrade it, and it hasn't costed as much as you got it for a discount in the first place.